Should Rob Pelinka pick up the phone, call the Indiana Pacers, and make a trade for Buddy Hield? We're going to break that down on today's video. As you're watching the Lakers Report, I am Marshall Green. Buddy Hield and the Indiana Pacers were working on a long-term deal that was going to keep him out east, but those talks never materialized. The deal has crumbled, and now, according to Charania, the Indiana Pacers are working with Hield to find himself a new team to play for. Quote, after contract extension negotiations talks stalled out, Buddy Hield and the Indiana Pacers have started dialogue to work on finding a potential trade, league sources say. Lakers fans, you guys know that there have been people talking about Buddy Hield being a Laker, and I know that you guys have wanted him for a very long time. This dates back to when the Lakers traded for Russell Westbrook a couple of summers ago, when they had a deal already agreed upon pretty much to have Buddy Hield come be a Laker. It didn't happen. Does it make sense now? Well, he's one of the best shooters from downtown in the NBA. Shot over 40% from downtown on over 7 attempts, 16 points per game per night. Him in a half-court offense next to LeBron James is awesome. And the Lakers have been linked with Buddy Hield for quite some time. Why? Because the fit makes so much sense on paper. Is it possible? Could it happen? What would they have to give up? I like what Laker Nation said about Buddy Hield right here. Quote, Hield was dealt to the Pacers from the Sacramento Kings at the 2021-2022 trade deadline, along star point guard Tyrese Hailburton, following months of rumors connecting him to the Lakers. When he arrived in Indiana, the rumors didn't stop, as a deal that would send Hield and Myles Turner to L.A. was in the works. And we've told you guys about the potential idea of the Los Angeles Lakers trading for Buddy Hield and Myles Turner. If you did, it'd make you one of the most diverse offensive teams in the NBA. You'd have a guy like Myles Turner that could protect the rim like the best players in this league, and he can also step outside and shoot above league average from downtown. You know what Buddy Hield does, and you know how special he could be alongside Anthony Davis and LeBron James. We'll dive into this more, but first I want to get you involved in the comment section. Should the Lakers and Rob Pelinka make a trade for Buddy Hield? Factor in the cost, the fit, the price, and the age of Buddy Hield. He's no young whippersnapper anymore. So let me know. Type T for trade, type P for pass. It's going to be the pinned comment on today's show. Scroll on down and get your votes in as you're about to get a YouTube ad break. All righty. Buddy as a six-man, I think we can all agree, would absolutely cook for this Lakers offense. He is a guy that not only could be a great spot-up shooter, he's also a guy that, in my opinion, is an underrated ball handler, an underrated playmaker, and he's also someone that can create his own shot when he has to. Yes, he's better playing off the ball, but he can get it done. And I like that he has experience coming off the bench. He's obviously better as a starter. I mean, it's easier to be a starter in this league. You get ready to go right when the game tips off compared to coming off the bench. You got to stay ready so you don't have to get ready. As a starter, though, in his career, he's done it 370 times, and he's averaging 17 points on 43.5% from the deck, over 40% from half-town, and he's getting up 8 threes per night with a true shooting percentage north of 57. As a reserve, the points go down a little bit. Efficiency stays just about the same. I would say the usage from three goes down, but that's just minutes based, and the true shooting percentage stays the same. So he shows you he can get it done as a starter. He can also get it done off the bench, but there were rumors coming out of Indiana when they did move him to the bench. He didn't like it, and he wanted to be a starter. Would he be willing to accept that role on a loaded Lakers roster that features Russell and Reeves in the backcourt with LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Rui Hachimura? Do you move Austin Reeves to the point guard and Buddy Hield at the 2 if you want to have him as a starter? I like him more as a bench player, playing alongside a guy like Gabe Vincent as your 2 guards off the bench. You get a good defender, scrappy, hard-nosed, hard-minded player in Vincent, and you get more your creator and shooter in Buddy Hield. What would it cost, though? I don't know. Lakers don't have much to trade for. We'll explain more in a second. But if Rob Pelinka makes a Buddy Hield trade, we are breaking it down on the channel, and we may even go live to react. So make sure you are subscribed to the Lakers Report. We're trying to get to 60,000 subs as soon as possible. NBA season is back. It means we're back. Subscribe and turn your notifications on. Don't be a fraud. According to Bleacher Report, they ranked the Lakers as one of the top destinations of a Buddy Hield trade. And I think it makes sense. There's been communication in the past on a deal like this, and the fit makes sense. How do you put a roster that can win a chip around LeBron? You need a rim protector. You need another guy that can create his own shot off the bounce, and then you just get 3-and-D players. Buddy Hield, not much of a D player, but he can absolutely light it up from 3. According to Bleacher Report, the top 3 destinations did include the Los Angeles Lakers, also the Boston Celtics, interesting fit there, and the San Antonio Spurs were also an interesting fit. You got 2 teams competing for a title, and another team that I don't think is serious right now about winning games outside of just developing Victor Wembanyama. Bleacher Report expanded their thoughts on why Hield could make sense in LA. Quote, there may not be a single role player better suited to play with late career LeBron James than Buddy Hield. He is an efficient, high-volume three-point shooter who can catch and fire in a moment's notice. He also doesn't need the ball in his hands to be effective and create gravity, which will make James's life easier. Buddy Hield catching driving kicks from LeBron James. It's beautiful. Chef's kiss. Sign me up for it. How many times would we see LeBron James throw that no-look pass into the corner and Buddy Hield just light it up in the crib? He would be a great player to add to this team. Is it worth the cheddar, though? We'll give you a trade idea coming up in a second. I think this one is very interesting, and I want to make sure to get your thoughts on this in a second. But first, let me tell you about our proud sportsbook partner, BetUS. Just go to this link right here. Just stop doing what you're doing. Go right here. Chatsports.com/Lakers. Promo code Lakers125. Put $100 in your account. They're going to match it with a 125% deposit bonus. That's chatsports.com/Lakers. Promo code Lakers125. All righty, so this is a trade idea that we kind of cooked up in the Chat Sports studios. And really, it's the only one of the few ways the Lakers could make this work money-wise. I think it would cost D'Angelo Russell. I don't think it's an ideal fit for the Indiana Pacers, but Russell is pretty much on an expiring deal. He's on a 1+1. He's got an option the following year, so that could change in just an expiring deal. The Pacers would also receive 2 second-round picks. Maybe you wait a little bit later in the season where you could throw in a guy that you re-signed or signed to an extension. I don't know if this gets it done, to be honest with you. The Lakers don't have a perfect solution, but Russell would be the trade chip involved. It just seems like he would be the guy that would be sent from the Lakers to Indiana, and maybe they reroute him in another deal or just use his salary to take on picks, which I think is smart for a young team like Indiana, as they may not be ready to compete more than just a first-round playoff appearance. Take on the extra cash, get some future draft capital, and maybe have him be your bench point guard, play alongside Tyrese Hailburton, or just let his contract expire at the end of the year, and you got, what, $18-20 million to save or spend in free agency. Would this deal get it done in your opinion? Do you think it's enough? I want you to be the judge on this one. If you think the deal gets done, type D for deal. If you say, no way, Marsh, this ain't enough, I ain't going to be mad at you. Just want to know what you think. Type ND for no deal. I don't think it's enough, to be quite frank with you. But I think it's really, really close. I think it is really, really close. Maybe you added one more piece to push it over the edge. As always, just want to say thank you, and I appreciate you for tuning in. If you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up icon on the way out. It really supports the channel, and it would mean a lot to us here at Chat Sports.